is a special time to recognize and celebrate your accomplishments from the year 2022 to 2023. It not only recognizes academic excellence, but it also recognizes the growth and determination you have exemplified throughout the year. Although this year has had its ups and downs, as every year does, we made it. This year has presented an array of opportunities as we have shifted our priorities and taken advantage of expanding learning experiences beyond the traditional classroom environment. From the DC trip to guest speakers, job shadows, tech presentations, community service days, attending and presenting at conferences, and outdoor learning for students, this year has been full of exciting and enriching chances to embrace all the possibilities that Warrior Nation has to offer. Congratulations for taking advantage of these opportunities and using them to enhance your knowledge even further. And once again, for the successes that have led you to this award celebration tonight. I would like to invite up Haylor Moscow, Treasurer of the Class of 2026.
Part of student council her whole high school career and a member of the National Honor Society. Sam has received high honors all throughout high school and is an outstanding member of the Nokomis community. Sam.
Good evening, and thank you, Haley, for the wonderful introduction. I am truly honored to have been asked to speak with all of you tonight. When Miss Netto first asked me to be a part of this celebration, I was shocked. The fact that she asked me to speak about the secrets to success surprised me even more. I have felt since the beginning of my freshman year that there really isn't any correct way, no right or wrong way, to do high school. So how could there be any real secrets in doing it right? The pandemic showed us all a new style of teaching and a new way to learn. Each person will have a different experience with various memories to be had, so I ask all of you to try and cherish the memories you create here. Because, as I am quickly finding out, the time here does not last long. My junior year came fast. 4 years may seem like and feel like forever, but it will fly by. Take the time to make the memories and enjoy the little moments, whether it be in classes, with friends, or just with family. Enjoy the experience. So far, my high school experience has been interesting and definitely memorable. Freshman and sophomore year consisted of hybrid learning with some in-person time and a dreary, secluded feeling of not being with any other people. It was trapping. Junior year was finally the year where I have been able to nourish my friendships created and where I hope these friends will last for more than these 4 years. I have put myself into the world, not having the need to fit in. Being an authentic self is a strong part of high school. Finding out who you are and what you want to be in the future is key to being a high school student and an adult in the future. My way of showing my personality is through wearing my boots and typically a messy bun every day, as my friends know. High school is where I have found new interests and opportunities. You can find them too. Through various councils, clubs, and sports, Nokomis will give you an extra sense of belonging, a larger group to be a part of. These new opportunities may seem to be the greatest, and you may want to put all your energy into them, but you need to be aware of your limits. Over the years, I have pushed myself, sometimes a tad bit too far, and I want to remind you that burnout is a thing. I'm not saying to give up on your hopes and dreams, but just still try for greatness, just maybe pick one to focus on at a time. And if you end up struggling a little along the way, asking for help is not something to be ashamed of. It is a sign of courage and that you are willing to try. When finding your people to be your support system, find the ones that stick with you and help you through all the hard times, but also the ones that are there for the good days, so that you can enjoy time together. These friends can range from other students to a teacher that has positively impacted you to family members. There's no limit to your support system. Find what works for you and go with it. High school is a time when you should put effort in, where you should have value and enjoy what you have. I encourage all of you to be the best versions of yourself and to see the potential in the experiences and opportunities you are given. Try your best and give yourself time to breathe and have fun. That is what matters most. Thank you. And I'd now like to introduce Abigail Karen, Treasurer of the Class of 2025.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for coming tonight. My name is Abby Karen. I'm the Class of 2025 Treasurer and upcoming Secretary. Tonight I was asked to introduce one of my good friends, Madeline Roundy. Maddie is one of the hardest workers I know. She always sets her goals high and continuously strives to achieve them, while she encourages her peers to do the same. Maddie was even voted Player of the Year for field hockey, and with that, it's my pleasure to introduce you to Maddie Roundy.
Hi everyone, my name is Madeline Roundy, and we are so grateful to have you all here tonight. I couldn't be more thrilled to have the honor of speaking to you all. When I was asked to write about what it means to be a warrior, I had a million thoughts flood my mind. The truth is, you can't pinpoint it, you can't put a label on it, and you can't describe it, but I'll do my best to tell you. Being a warrior is something that you can never get rid of. Like Miss Neto always says, once a warrior, always a warrior. It doesn't matter what clothes you wear, what shoes you put on your feet, the car you drive, or where you live. This is something within you. Being a warrior isn't just about fighting battles and winning wars. It's a way of life, a mindset, and a set of values that one upholds. A warrior is someone who possesses courage, strength, honor, and loyalty. Courage is the foundation of being a warrior. It takes immense bravery to face challenges head-on and stand up for what you believe in. Strength is also critical, as it allows one to endure hardships and overcome obstacles. Honor is another essential trait of being a warrior. It means living by a code of ethics. That includes integrity, respect for others, and self-discipline. Loyalty ties everything together, as it represents the unwavering commitment to one's cause or community. Being a warrior also means being prepared for battle, but striving for peace whenever possible. A true warrior knows when to fight, but also when to negotiate. Being a warrior goes beyond physical prowess. It encompasses a mental fortitude, moral character, and spiritual resilience. It requires discipline, sacrifice, and dedication to something greater than oneself. We are all made in the image of God. You must be willing to take risks and make sacrifices for the greater good. Being a warrior is about facing challenges and overcoming obstacles that life throws at you. A true warrior does not give up when faced with adversity. As we go through life, we will encounter many battles that require us to be warriors, whether it's fighting for our dreams or standing up against injustice. So tonight, I challenge you all to be the warriors in your own lives. Stand up for what you believe in and fight for what is right. Remember that being a warrior is not just about winning battles, but also about having the strength to keep going when things get tough. Thank you, and go Warriors. And can you all please welcome Dagan Trafton, President of the Class of 2026.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dagan Trafton, and I get the pleasure of introducing one of the coolest adults here. She has taught the whole Trafton family in some way, shape, or form, and to say I was excited to have her as my principal was an understatement. I was absolutely stoked to have Miss Neto as my principal. When I was an 8th grader, seeing her being so involved with her staff and student, I felt like I couldn't wait any longer to have her as my principal. Throughout Miss Neto's 31 years of teaching, she has been a business education teacher, an academic support teacher, the director of guidance, assistant principal, and currently serves as principal of Nokomis Regional High. Miss Neto has been involved in a wide variety of extracurricular activities throughout her 30-plus years in education. Currently, Miss Neto serves on the National Federation of High School Sports Field Hockey Rules Committee as the Northeast representative. She also serves on the Board of Directors for Skills Incorporated. She is a member of the Kennebec Consortium for School Administrators and serves on the Maine Principals Association Board of Directors and is a president-elect for the MPA. Also, in 2017, she was named as the state champion for Maine by the by the New England Secondary School Consortium in the Maine Agency of Education. In 2007, Ms. Netto was named the Maine Principals Association Assistant Principal of the Year. She has a bachelor's degree in business administration from Husson University. She also has a master's degree in educational leadership from the University of Maine. Ms. Netto's favorite colors are burgundy and white, and her favorite title is #1 Warriors fan. So let me introduce to you the leader of our Warriors, Miss Mary Netto.
Seriously, how lucky am I to be the principal at a school with such amazing students? As I sat and just listened to them talk, it's hard for me not to get some tears in my eyes, because that's really the proof. You know, my business is an educator, and what we want to do as educators is see our students shine, and to see our students get up and speak so eloquently and confidently is incredibly rewarding, and very proud of you. And like, you need to know, I only met with them, was it last Thursday? Called them into the office and said, hey, do you want to do this? You're going to do this, you're going to do that. You guys all good? Yep. And that's it. Like, that's the amount of prep time they needed to produce the quality speeches you've heard already tonight. So thank you for just being you and doing your thing. And I hope some of you don't mind if I steal some of your words from my commencement speech on Friday, because there's some great lines there. I will quote you. I'll use proper citation. But Dagan, thank you for that warm welcome. You know, as we come to the end of another school year, I'm so pleased to be able to come together. And while we have been having in-person events for the last few years, it's not been lost on me those years that we couldn't come together. So it is just awesome to see such a great crowd here tonight to celebrate our students. And tonight is what I call the first in our trifecta of student awards. We're going to go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tonight we celebrate our underclassmen. Tomorrow our seniors with their senior awards. And of course, my favorite day of the year, the commencement at Nokomis Regional High on Friday evening. So I'm really just excited about this stretch. As you can imagine, there are a lot of moving parts to coordinate all the details of these events, and I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to thank our faculty, who takes a lot of time in nominating and selecting students to be recognized, to our office staff, Mrs. Murray, Mrs. Hale, and Mrs. Leali, who coordinate all the details and make me look like I know what I'm doing. And of course, my fellow administrators, Mr. Martin, who's here, and Mr. Elias, who is off on paternity leave, celebrating the new addition to his family. But we have a great team that makes it work, and I ask you to please join me in a round of applause for the hard work of these folks. You know, I mentioned how great our students are, and it's incredibly rewarding, and what I really enjoy about this ceremony is that our students lead the way, as it should be. You know, and if any of you had any lingering questions about what's happening here at our school, this is just a great example of what I get to see every day, day in and day out. There are great things happening in Warrior Nation. And speaking of great things, I hope you all take a few minutes to look through the program. Yes, Terry Murray put that all together. Where all of our students' recognitions are being listed and identified. It's really impressive to see the display of the quality of our students' work. You know, I often mention at award ceremonies that success is no accident. You know, Maddie mentioned, you know, it's not about what town you live in, what you wear, what car you drive, although I don't know about shoes, Maddie. I've seen some interesting ones. But it doesn't matter what shoes you wear. Success comes out of hard work and perseverance. And sometimes personal courage to push yourself, to push your boundary, to try something new, or to ask for help. You know, as mentioned, that's not a sign of weakness. Asking for help is a sign of strength, that you understand when you need support. And that's what those of you have done here. You know, one of my favorite quotes from Thomas Edison reads, "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close to success they were." Students, please take pride in your tenacity, because I know you faced some challenges, but you didn't give up and you stuck with it. You know, remember that. Sometimes when you're feeling like, this isn't going to work, push through because you're probably really close to success. Whether you have natural talent or not, it takes a lot of work to be successful. So congratulations, warriors, for a job well done. Yeah. Today we had an 8th grade step-up day, and I talked to our incoming freshmen about choices. You know, choices in life are important, and it's really, the recipe to success in my mind is very simple. Good choices equal good consequences. Not so good choices usually equal not so good consequences. Students, your choices, your good choices, are why you are here tonight. But I suspect you had some support along the way. You know, it's important, you know, at that step-up ceremony, I was reminded by one of our underclassmen who was helping, it was Maddie Nickerson, you know, and she reminded those incoming freshmen that it's important who you surround yourself with, that the people you surround yourself with are a reflection of you. You feed off their energy, they feed off yours, and so it's important to make good choices about who you surround yourself with. And I know, because of your success, you've surrounded yourself with good people. So I'm going to ask you, students, in the next few days, please take a moment to thank those people who have been your people, your support system. Maybe it's a teacher, your parents, another family member, a coach, a friend, a mentor, a neighbor. But please take that moment to let them know how much their support of you has mattered, that they've made a difference. And to our parents and family members, thank you for being our partners in supporting the success of our students. You know, we can't do this alone, and you need to know, as much as kind of that teenage mentality where they act like they're too cool for you to hug and kiss them sometimes, or they act like they're not that interested in your opinion, or they don't think you really know anything about life at all because they're all of 16 and they've got this all figured out. Trust me, I do hear the other side of what they share with us. They frequently tell us what you think of them matters, your advice matters, your opinion matters. So don't let that teenage swagger confuse you, parents and family members. You make a huge difference, and your support matters. And I'd like to take a moment. I was reminded as I came in tonight how amazing our alumni are. And I would ask, would everyone who's an alumni of Nokomis Regional High please stand up? You know, you're important. Your legacy is important. On Friday evening, I'm going to talk a bit about our graduating class. They are the first group to go through all 4 years at Nokomis. Albeit their first year was short, in person, they still get the honor of being that group. And I'm so proud of the legacy that you all as alumni have created for our school and that our students are carrying on. And I'll give a shout out to one alumni, my colleague, Laura Donahue, did me a solid coming in, holding the umbrella for me and letting me get under her umbrella. You know, and it's a small act, students, and that might not seem like a big deal. It is a big deal. Small things matter. Those small gestures, those short, kind words make all the difference in the world. And so use Laura, and some of you, I don't know, you've been at it long enough to have any kids in high school who you were the principal for yet? Okay, decline to respond. I can relate to that. But alumni, you matter. You matter. The history of this school, you carry it forward. When I say once a warrior, always a warrior, I mean it, because you are always going to be a warrior. And please carry that with you, and that pride, and that support of new warriors as they come in. I just need you to know that I appreciate all of you and what you do, because this is a tremendous community to be a part of. So now, the reason we all came here, I promised I would be efficient with our time tonight, is we want to recognize our students. So let's get to the good stuff and why we're here. Parents and family members, you should have received a manila envelope on your way in that contains all of the your students' awards. And at this time, students and your family member or mentor who is here with you, please stand. And would you please present your student with their awards and take a moment to congratulate them. And if you want to take a moment to kind of finish that sentence, and we'll get back to our program. If you would like to sit down, we do have a few individual awards and individual students that we'd like to recognize. And at this time, to help me, I would like to invite forward our assistant principal, Mr. Ryan Martin, and our administrative assistant, Mrs. Terry Murray. Please come forward. We have 3 categories of awards that are given to a student at each grade level. The first is Warrior of the Year. Mr. Martin, you can step right up center stage. The Warrior of the Year is a student who has shown obvious growth in academics, athletics, citizenship, school activities, and overall school spirit. For the class of 2026, the Warrior of the Year is Abigail Otis. Come on right up. The Warrior of the Year for the class of 2025 is Alexis White. And the Warrior of the Year for the class of 2024 is Abigail Roy. The next category of awards is, I think, one of the most special awards we do because it's a student-nominated, student-selected award. The Fit Like a Warrior Award. A Fit Like a Warrior Award goes to a classmate that embodies the 3 pillars of being fit like a warrior: body, brain, and balance. A student who actively works at taking care of their overall wellness, brings a positive mindset and effort to our school. This award is for that student who represents the best in what it means to be a mindful learner, a genuine friend, and a positive member of our community, a complete warrior. Fit Like a Warrior for the year 2023 from the class of 2026 is Seth Bowden. The Fit Like a Warrior Award winner for the class of 2025 is Danny Melanson. Fit Like a Warrior Award winner from the class of 2024 is Connor Sides. Our third category of the year is the Student of the Year. This is a student who merits recognition for their consistent and outstanding performance in academics, citizenship, service, and school spirit. From the class of 2026, the Student of the Year is Amber Haining. Student of the Year from the class of 2025 is Orla Murphy. Student of the Year from the class of 2024 is Damian Robinson. We have two additional awards. The first is the St. Michael's Book Award. This award recognizes students' academic success and exemplary community service involvement. Their accomplishments embody St. Mike's commitment to intellectual achievement, social justice, and concern for others. They have to be involved. Their academic achievement should include mostly A's and B's in honors, AP, or dual enrollment classes, and are likely inductees to the National Honor Society or equivalent honors organizations. In terms of social conscience, student shows a sustained and sincere commitment to community service, issues of peace and justice, and concern for others. The 2023 St. Michael's Book Award goes to Northern Vials. Props to the teacher section who's doing standing O. Great job. Our final award is the Dartmouth Book Award. Goody Gilman, a leader in our community here in the RSU 19 area, is a Dartmouth alumni sponsor of the Dartmouth Book Award for Nokomis Regional High. This award is given to a student in the junior class who ranks in the top 10% of class with outstanding academic credentials, demonstrates strong character, has made a positive contribution to the school community, excels in at least one academic area, and is a candidate for entrance to a competitive college or university. The Dartmouth Book Award winner for 2023 is Evelyn Littlefield. And at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the president of the class, or the vice president of the class of 2026, Josh Creswell.
Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua Creswell. Thank you, Ms. Neto. And I'm the vice president of the class of 2026. And I would like to thank you all for coming out here tonight to celebrate everyone's awards and stuff. All their hard work and dedication is what led to all these awards they've gotten. And it definitely takes a lot of time to get this stuff. So, congrats. And on your way out, please help yourself to some cookies I was told there's over there. I'm not sure 100%, but I think so. But thank you all for coming here.
That concludes our ceremony. I would like to invite any and everyone. We kind of have 3 great picture spots. You're more than welcome to come up and use this space up here if you want to take any pictures. We have our awesome N with the Warriors logo on the wall there, and in our lobby, we have the backdrop, the step and repeat with the logo. You are more than welcome. We have new tablecloths with our logo, so lots of spots for good picture backdrops. Thank you again for coming out. I hope everybody has a safe and fun summer, and we will see you in the fall. Thank you.